So, what's your name and where you're currently based?
My name is Paige Bladika, and I live in the state of Maine in the United States.
Oh my God, that smile that you already said it with. So tell me, Paige, prior to joining WCA, what would you say was the biggest problem or challenge in your life, and how was that affecting you?
Oh, my life wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't living. I had toxic relationships, really just in a very, very stuck place. And I know that in, my whole life, I have done a lot of self-help things. I have a beautiful spiritual path, but I just was not manifesting in the world, just not happening.
So now that you join us here, you made it all the way to Thailand, WCA. What would you say made you the happiest or maybe surprised you the most about being here?
What surprised me the most is probably learning that continuing self-help things is not going to work, that I need to set world-class goals. So my particular world-class goal is being out of financial debt. And I will do that, and I feel like I can do it. I'm not sure how it's going to happen yet, but I'm not worried about that. It will happen. And just learning about self-sabotaging, that it's a lot of it is unconscious, and yeah, and I can see it very clearly now. So yeah.
So for you specifically, because I knew you before this, and I know you now, and I feel like I need to get to know you again because it's a whole different page in front of me here. But I feel like I know this page a lot better than the previous one. So for you specifically, what would you say was your biggest breakthrough or shift or aha moment that you have experienced at WCA?
I think I'm willing to share my truth. I'm willing to connect with others. And I'm willing to open to being loved more, to loving more, to seeing my value and holding myself to my highest, you know? Yeah.
So now then, because I know when you first got accepted at WCA, I remember the little worries, I remember little concerns, all of it, but you made it here and you looking absolutely beautiful with your shiny eyes right now. But now for people that are watching the video,
Okay.
and maybe they feel the same way, maybe they have concerns, maybe they don't know whether they should go all the way you have across the world for this retreat, and they kind of feel, should I do it, should I not? What would you say to that person?
Yeah. So in my particular experience, what happened was, I still kept trying to fix what was going on in my life. I didn't know how it was going to happen. And this was another thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do it. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going halfway across the world. Why am I doing this? And then all of a sudden, panic sets in and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm spending all this money and it could be just another one of those things. But I tried to fix this on my own for so long, and I'm like, I took the LMA course online. I know what content was in there, and I know that works. It worked for me at home, and I know it got me out of my stuck place. This was during COVID too, right? So I took a big leap of faith, and I said, I'm worth it. I am worth making this leap of faith. I'm going to do it. And I'm not sorry I did it, because this is the thing that's actually going to propel me forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for somebody who is currently on the fence whether they should join this or not, what would you say to that person?
Well, I think looking back at their own life and their own experiences, what have you done so far that has helped you get to your goals? And in listening to Tim talk, what really resonates with you and what do you really want in your life? And if that's worth going for, I think you definitely should go for it. Yeah.
I love that. So one last thing, and this is not a question,
Okay.
it's a freestyler.
Okay.
What is a
I need to manifest that in the world. I need to manifest what I learned during that journey. And it was a grueling journey. And I want to share that with people. And when Tim asked, you know, if you were going to be leading, so that's really, yeah.
Yeah.